Heroes, legends, characters. I've seen people call them many ways. As for me, I call them by their name. Of course, stupid. But okay, back to the topic. What's a fighting game without its characters? For either reason, they are the most accurate representation of you, you in a game. For everyone, every color, every playstyle, and every look you can imagine, there's a character. But what if one day I get tired of playing casually with my family, or playing casually in free for all? What if one day I want to play competitive? Is the character that I love playing casually any good for competitive? Should I switch my main just because he or she is not that good anymore? If so, why? I like my character and I should be able to do with him, no matter what, right? Well, let's see if that's true. This is a fighting game, everybody, and every fighting game is gonna have a tier list no matter what. Or, in better words, every fighting game is gonna have that one character that had more love than the other, whether it's because they are the signature face of the game, or they're the newest character in the roster, meaning that they have something unique that the old characters don't. There's three sides of a tier list: top, mid, and low tier. And on this video, I'm gonna try to keep things as simple as possible. We're talking about Brawlhalla here. Most of these are self-explanatory. On the top tier side, for example, we have characters that have the meta weapons, amazing 6, and really good stats. On the mid tier side, we have characters that have 1 or 2 mid tier weapons, at least 2 good 6 on one of his or her weapons, and mid stats, which is basically always being on the good stats. Middle ground on any fighting game is always really good and viable. And last but not least, on the low tier side we have characters that have at maximum 2 mid tier weapons, mediocre 6, and really weird stats, like Magyar stats or Queen Knight stats. Now, of course, there's much more than what I just said, but I told you, I'm keeping things simple for now. But back, I heard that you can win with every character in this game. Is it really true? Well, let's see. While in Brawlhalla, it is true that you can win with every character, despite them being awful or amazing, it's also true that it takes much more than just that. To win with characters like Queen Knight, Magyar, Roland, while these characters are viable, to some extent of course, why pick them when you can use someone from the top? That's the main question some high level players ask to themselves every time they choose a pick for a major tournament. Yeah, you have people like Lopez, Sandstorm, or Kyler who might bring up, weird picks, these being off meta most of the time. But it only happens in community tournaments. And I don't mean to discredit them or the players that participate in them, but once majors come close, picks like Magyar, Queen Knight, and Vector are just not there anymore. PSA, I'm saying this, I'm reading this, what I have here is after Sandstorm won with Magyar. I was expecting him to win, but not with him, so yeah, that's a major yikes. But But should you really care about what I just said earlier? Not really, because even at 2500 level, you can still play things like Queen Knight and just do good. It'll take a huge amount of training or knowledge, or even skills to make it happen. Why though? Think about it. In gold, they don't know what the fuck that dwarf looking legend does. In plat, they barely know how to play against that one Goldforge Black Knight that only side stakes on lands, and so on. It all goes down to knowledge, skill, and patience. No weapon matchups, no legend matchups. Just yet. I'm open to go further onto this topic, but I feel like I need a base first in order to actually do it, so I'm gonna be leaving this video here. And once the time goes on, I'll get myself to dive into some picky things. And as always, thank you for watching.